over 30 years, Point of Grace has shared music, faith, and friendship with listeners across the country. Now Denise, Lee, and Shelley are inviting you into their circle. Welcome to Circle of Friends, the podcast.
It's Point of Grace.
Each week they're talking real life, current events, stories of true friendship, wisdom from God's Word, and all their favorite things. If you're looking for a little company, a few laughs, and a lot of Jesus to hold it together, Circle of Friends, the podcast, is waiting for you. Subscribe now wherever you listen or watch podcasts, and circle up with Point of Grace.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Off-duty, paramedic jumps in and saves 7-year-old girl after her house catches on fire. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. An off-duty paramedic saves a girl from an extremely dangerous house fire on Thanksgiving Day in LA. Thanks to him, the little girl only suffered a few minor burns and blisters. The paramedic, Richard Rusanos, saw a blaze while returning home from spending the holiday with his family. Then he saw a girl standing on the porch just feet away from the fire. He immediately ran and threw her over his shoulder, bringing her to safety across the street, where a woman comforted her. Your mom is coming, the woman told her. The little girl, Savannah Vasquez, had been upstairs waiting for her mom to come home. She told her grandmother about the blaze and then ran outside. Considering the circumstances, I saw my opportunity for a quick grab and go. Quick exit and everything went well, Richard said. The guy saw me and came running, Savannah said. That's what nice people do. Nice people help each other. The event sparked Richard's dream of becoming a firefighter. Most of the damage was to the exterior of the family's home, which included a few trees that burned and a vehicle. Got a lot to be thankful for, a neighbor said. I told my wife to call 911 and I woke up the kids. Came out here, I banged on the door to wake up my neighbors. Their kid, Savannah, was the first one, he said. At first I thought it was just my imagination. I'm just standing there for like 10 seconds. I don't know what to do, Savannah said. Then she remembered that her school taught her not to grab anything and immediately find an exit. Richard just came out of nowhere and then helped me get out of the fire, Savannah said. My grandmother's car is now like a marshmallow, she added. There's a million, badillion, cajillion % grateful that her family is okay. Because I love my family, she says. What a blessing that several people immediately came to the girl's aid. It's a Thanksgiving that she and the paramedic will never forget.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
Every day I speak with people who are worried and are feeling a lot of pressure because of credit card debt. That's why I'm very proud of what we do at Trinity. We just help. We give people the support they need, along with a real plan to become debt-free. Credit card bills are consolidated into a single monthly payment that is much less than what they were paying before. Most of our members end up saving thousands and even may improve their credit scores by as much as 200 points. I know from the bottom of my heart that I'm making a difference in the lives of the people we help. It just makes me really happy.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-793-8548.
My name is Julie, and I'm a Trinity counselor. Call me and become debt-free for keeps.
1-800-793-8548.
You know, the Bible tells us, I will bless those who bless you. That's not just a nice sentiment, it's biblical prophecy. And it's a commandment from God, it's a calling, and right now we're called to act. The teachings of the New Testament are deeply intertwined with the Hebrew Scriptures. As Christians, we are called to honor and respect this shared heritage. The Apostle Paul reminds us in Romans 11:18, do not consider yourself to be superior to those other branches. If you do, consider this. You did not support the root, but the root supports you. Supporting the people of Israel is more than a belief. It's a biblical mandate. By partnering with the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, IFCJ, we can live out this calling together. Just as the fellowship blesses God's children, we know that you will be blessed too. Learn more about the fellowship and how you can live out your faith, bless Israel, and be blessed in return. Visit ifcj.org today. Again, that's ifcj.org. Be the blessing, live the word, answer the call.
Gary Sinise on giving Gold Star families hope through Snowball Express. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. This December, the Gary Sinise Foundation brought more than 1,600 Gold Star families to Walt Disney World in Florida for their annual Snowball Express event. This incredible act of kindness brings these families together to not only enjoy Disney, but also to reconnect with others who understand exactly what they are going through. The Snowball Express began back in 2006 with a letter from a soldier killed in action. U.S. Army PFC Jesse Gibbons was killed in action while deployed in Iraq in 2003. He had left a letter for his wife, instructing her to take the kids to Disneyland if anything were to happen to him. Gary Sinise first became involved in 2007 when he brought his band, the Lieutenant Dan Band, to play for the children of fallen service members. What a fantastic gift to give to Gold Star families, to provide them with a space to have fun, heal, and connect with others who are going through the same thing they are. This year, the family spent 5 days at Walt Disney World, but everything started at airports across the country. American Airlines and volunteers turned the terminals into something magical with music and decorations. The families were warmly welcomed by flight crews, staff, and even fun-loving characters. In a conference room at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, there were over 600 flags honoring service members who lost their lives fighting for our country. In an interview with Fox 35 Orlando, Gary Sinise shares about the hope Snowball Express is giving these families. "We can never do enough for them as far as I'm concerned," he shared. In 2017, the Gary Sinise Foundation took over the Snowball Express. They then went to Walt Disney World for the first time in 2018. Hundreds of families started coming, and then we did it again and again and again and again, the actor and musician said. And now we're in our 20th year. Gary hopes the family members will have the chance to remember and heal while making lifelong friendships and happy memories at Walt Disney World. Amber and Jennifer are just two of the many family members who attended Snowball Express this December. Amber lost her father, Arthur Rodriguez Jr., in 2000, and Jennifer lost her husband, Kyle Andrew Eggers, who was killed in Iraq. "I've met so many other people just like me," Amber shares, "and I know that I'm not alone, even beyond the holiday season. There's people out there that love you, and we're so blessed that Gary Sinise Foundation just wraps us up in love," Jennifer says. During the Snowball Express, families have the opportunity to participate in many amazing events. One of them is the Walk of Gratitude at the Magic Kingdom. The families went down Main Street, USA, where cast members applauded and showed their support. The walk ended at the castle, and families shared messages honoring their loved ones. Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band also performed at Epcot, and the Remembrance Garden is offered as a place for quiet reflection. We are grateful to the Gary Sinise Foundation for its continued support of Gold Star families through this amazing program.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
What do you do when your world is falling apart? How do you march when it would be easier to stay where you are and die? Join me every week on the March or Die podcast, and we'll discuss that and so much more.